You think this podcast is about you, but it's not about you. It's about me.
We're not on.
Hanging out with you.
We're not on yet.
Why aren't we recording, Joe?
Ah, we are on, you big dickhead.
Joe! I knew you were on because the red light's flashing.
No, that means we're off. It's always on live. That's the everything's okay alarm.
Oh. The flashing red alarm is the red, everything's okay. So is it recording?
I watched you on MTV back in 92, creeping down the stairs at night and watching you. I was too young to see the things I wanted to. Oh, oh,
It's Joey Redmond.
oh, oh, and my daddy internet killed the video star. Internet killed the video star.
Hello, and welcome to Internet Killed the Video Star, the only podcast that we know of that takes a look back at the lost art of music videos, critique their storylines, and finally expose the plot holes that are clearly there. My name is Joe Redmond, and with me is...
Mark Darby, for the
Mark.
second time in succession.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Long may it continue.
Yeah, so, episode 2.
The hard second act.
That is it. No,
How can we follow up from the first one, Joe?
well, it's been a roller coaster so far. My life has changed. It took 2 weeks to record the second one because, you know, it's just been
Just couldn't get around. Too many fans coming up to you.
flocked down the street.
Flogging you and flocking you.
Internet killed the video staromania. That's
Yeah?
what I call it, yeah.
Is it?
No.
How are we getting on our social media front?
Our social media front, we're doing quite well at net killed vid.
That's it.
On
I told
Twitter.
you to change it from net killed vid because no one's got to go internet killed the video star. It's not coming up. What will I search next?
Net killed vid. Well, that's the thing with Twitter. You can't put in like 5 words because you'd be like,
But it should be internet KV or something like that, like
okay,
or
well,
killed V.
I disagree.
Yeah, well,
Net kill vid. We're doing not too bad. We have
277 followers.
277 followers.
Getting lots of retweets.
Yeah, a lot of people saying they like the concept of the show.
Yeah, nice to have the feedback. I appreciated it.
That's it. A few listeners from around the world. We have a Simon dude from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Ooh.
So
Simon.
thank you, Dudesy. We have I think Barry Cuneen from Barry Egan from Kildare.
Ah,
the
Joe.
way
That Bowsy's not listening to it, is he?
He is, yeah.
I'll
yeah.
give a special shout out to Willie O'Brien. Came up to me, hanging out of me, drunk as a skunk there he was the other night. Old Willie, huh? And that's not his first name, Joe. You know why they call him Willie O'Brien?
Right.
You know.
All
Of
right.
all people.
And we have people from the US of A listening. Hello.
America.
Don't vote for Trump.
Again.
Okay, so
What do you have this week, Joe? What's your video?
this week I have a classic that, like last week, Mark got a lot of flack. Got a lot of flack in the old comment
Oh,
section.
got a lot of heat, Joe.
A lot of heat, you know.
You were getting flocked in the street and I was getting mobbed in the street, Joe.
Spot on. So the idea is they can be good songs, but it's just the videos that are dodgy. You know, I'm not saying that
Oh,
Liberian Girl isn't a great song.
well, we haven't heard the
We
song.
haven't heard it after the lads talking over it the whole time. But yeah, so the concept is we're looking at music videos and the videos don't make sense. And we're talking about that. We're nitpicking.
Okay, well, this is the time where music television launched, all right? You know, MTV launched, and all of the artists said, "What? MTV? We have to have a music video. I mean, we can do anything." And then after the 80s, most people were like, "Oh no, that's a terrible idea. We shouldn't do anything because we don't have the responsibility." You know, it's like when you're younger and someone's like, "Here's loads of money," and you out, you spend it on ice creams. And that's why you've no money anymore, Joe.
And you've got soggy trousers.
from sticking ice creams in your pockets because you're too sick to eat them. So, Joe, what's your video this week?
This week, my video is the timeless classic, Hello, by Lionel Richie.
What? Who?
Lionel Richie, Mark. Also known as Lionel Brockman Richie the Jr.
That's not his name.
There it is. He's the only person, apart from Ken Brockman, with the name Brockman. Born June 20th,
What about his dad?
1949.
What about his dad?
Maybe he is Ken Brockman.
Flip.
There we go. We started that rumour.
No, because Kent Brockman's real name in The Simpsons is Kent Brockstein. Or Kent Brockstein.
Are you saying
Oh!
Lionel Brockstein?
Yeah.
Anyway, he's an American singer, a songwriter, a musician, a record producer, and an actor. Beginning in 1968, he was a member of the musical group The Commodores, signed by Motown Records.
Yeah.
Richie made his solo debut in 1982 with the album Lionel Richie. Plain and simple, you know. Does the job, does what it says, it does exactly what it says in the tin. And the number one hit, Truly. He has sold more than 100 million records worldwide, making him one of the world's best-selling artists. Would you think that?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's got some great songs.
He does.
Great looking guy as well. I always get him confused with, you know your man, Kamara. What's his name? Chris Kamara. No, it's just because of the hair and the moustache, Joe. No, Joe, I didn't say that.
Fair enough.
You put words in my mouth.
Anyway, I won't be putting anything anyway. So, Hello. Starting off with it. Okay, so released in 1984.
Good year for music. Hello. Oh, Joey.
A classic.
You've got the LP with you.
Yes.
You whipped that out there, Joe.
A clearly visual gag. I have the LP with me. So
if you could only see this, listeners, it's all kicking off.
That's it.
Just listen with your eyes. I see with rub it on the microphone. They'll get a feel of it.
Okay, so released in 1984.
Where'd you get that, Joe? Where'd you get that?
That's a commitment to the part. So released in 1984, was number one.
I'm getting fizzy water.
Was number one in Ireland for 6 weeks. Was number one in Australia, Austria. Austria wasn't loving it as much. It was number 3 in Austria. France didn't like it even more. 25 in France.
Back in French.
Ireland number 1. The Swiss loved it.
What a Swiss.
That's it. The B-side on the record I have here is All Night Long.
Oh, that's a great song. How is that not a single itself?
The instrumental.
Oh, what a letdown.
Yeah, that is a letdown.
Pew, 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 bidding.
The part where it's like... Oh,
that's just...
Yeah. You should actually listen to that. Anyway.
I'd love to listen to that. What is that? That's not a CD though, Joe. How do you play that?
It's an old-fashioned CD.
You wouldn't fit in the DVD player.
No.
We try it anyway.
Yeah.
Quite a successful song though, El Hello.
Exactly. So Hello, classic music video. So we'll start it off.
Covered by Adele.
Covered by Adele, yeah. Covered by anyone answering the phone.
Oh. Hello. Yeah, start it off. I love this video, Joe, and I mean, this video is the logo basically for Internet Kill the Video Star.
Pretty much, like it's
pretty much the inspiration for it, Joe.
Okay, so it starts off. It's in a college classroom.
Yeah.
A lecture hall.
We hope it's college anyway, because if it's high school. It could well be high school, Joe. You don't know it's college.
We're going to say college just for
legal reasons. Not accuse Lionel Richie.
Okay, so college lecture hall. Lionel Richie stands up and starts talking to his students. You know, by what he's saying, we get a feel that he's teaching like an improv class. He's teaching actors that want to be, you know,
the music hasn't started. It's 1984. The Brooklyn Dodgers were still the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Billy Bob just got out of prison. Eisenhower was still president. All this. I'm not going to, we slag...
He's setting the scene.
Exactly.
Setting the scene.
Exactly. We slag off people on this show by saying that they're bad acting and all that, but Lionel does a good job.
Was he ever in any films?
He wasn't. His music... Actually, he was in films, but I can't remember which one.
Listen, you keep talking, I'll look it up.
Yeah. So he sets the scene. he gets one of the female actresses to act out the part.
Hey, yeah,
And,
Dr. Boy.
He just sits back and admires her acting.
It's not a rude part though. It's a normal part.
It's a normal part, yeah.
Yeah.
And sits back, admires her acting, and they're acting away. And then he's just there in the background, chilling in the chair, and he just starts singing.
I've been alone with you.
Exactly.
Really
singing what he's thinking.
Yeah.
So that's that.
It's a real narrative song.
It is a real narrative song.
I love it.
That he's it's just him, and he's following the love interest in the story around. The love interest is one of his students.
Yep.
So,
A girl.
A girl, yes.
Yeah.
Well said. And we find out later that the girl can't see. She's blind, in other words.
Because he was following her around, right, the whole time. He was following her around. And I was like, is this some sort of, like, you know, imaginary thing that he's metaphorically following around and she's constantly on his mind? And then when you find out she's blind, it's like, oh, no.
It's a different
He's
degree
been following around this high school. I think it is a high school joke because they've got the lockers and stuff. You don't have
college and lockers.
They don't have college and lockers, do
They
they?
do have lockers.
Oh, that's what you said, Joe.
Shut up, Mark.
You're going to edit that out again, yeah? You edit out all your flip-ups. You don't edit out my flip-ups. And you're going to beep that now. You're going to beep that and make you sound like I'm cursing. That's not the way.
This is all beeps.
Beepy Joe.
Yeah, so yeah, he's following around, and there's parts where like she's at her locker, and then like he's where she's ending up. Like he's just waiting there. Like
he's inches away from her. He knows her routine. She's like, she's got French class next. I'll hang outside the door, have a sniff of her as she goes by. And she won't know anything.
It's funny you say that because there's a part where she's sitting down having her lunch, and Lionel comes up behind her, and it looks like he's about to go and just like touch her hair, and then her friends show up, and he goes, oh, and just he fucks off.
Do you reckon he's ever like sitting like looking over at the cubicles and stuff in the bathroom? He's like, oh. And there's like, hello, is anyone there? He's like, no, go back to the toilet. Hello. Bloody Lionel Richie. But what I like about the video as well, they really wait for you. Like they play it up as a relatively normal love interest between a teacher and a student, which is fairly frowned upon. Mm-hmm. Like they wait for a good minute into the video before they go, oh, she's blind. Mm-hmm. She's blind.
And when you find out she's blind, she's in her classes and she's doing dance. She's doing a dance class. Being blind, you'd imagine it would be a bit of a, bit of a
difficulty. Smirnoff had that. Oh, that was a deaf guy, wasn't it? Who dances? They had that ad there recently, didn't they?
I don't remember that now.
Yeah.
But
wasn't a very good ad.
Okay, I actually don't remember. Yeah, she's dancing away, and she just has like the teacher pretty much going, here, when you fucking put your hand over here, like making her dance like a puppet.
Yeah.
And Lionel Richie, he's the actor teacher.
Still following her around.
Yeah, he just pops into the class, still singing away, still singing what he's thinking.
And she's in spandex.
Yeah. Exactly. Doing Spandau Ballet.
Oh, that's a bit of a teaser.
A bit of foreshadowing.
Subtle. The subtle knife from the dark. Hey, don't say anything more than come on. Because this is all meant to be off the cuff, and you go, what video do you want to do, Mark? Sorry, I'm ruining it.
You're ruining it now. Yeah, so dancing away. And then there comes, I think this is my favourite scene in the whole video, is where your one's at home in bed, and she's reading her Braille books. And,
the Brady books. The Brady bunch.
Yeah, the Brady book bunch. And Lionel Richie rings her up, and she's in bed reading feeling up at I'm guessing it's late at night. And Lionel Richie,
it's dark outside, the lights are on, she's in bed ready to go to sleep. It's at least 10:30.
It'll be daytime.
You have to beat that out, Joe. You can't do that.
Fair enough. Sorry, that was Mark Darby doing a brush for me.
Call him, get out of here.
Yeah. So Lionel Richie rings her up. She answers the phone.
How does he have her number? He went into he rang the schools like, there's been an emergency. Which one is it? The blind one. She's got real sick.
After glass, I say, I'm in.
I need to work on parents. Just give me the home number.
Like
I've got a work number, not the home number. It has to be the home number.
That's like when Mr. Mullins used to ring you.
Mr. Mullins, yeah. Our old athletic teacher used to ring me and go, Mark, we need you to do in the end. Sir, I've been out of school for years. It doesn't matter, just throw the discus in the bloody All Ireland. How did you get my phone number? Yeah.
Good old Mickey. Anyway, he rings her up and she answers the phone and she's like, hello? And he goes, hello?
Ah, perfect timing.
Is it me you're looking for?
That's the first time I hear him actually speaking to her.
Yeah.
In the song.
In the song.
Yeah.
Universe.
Yeah. Song
thoughts have become reality in this scenario.
Yeah.
And then they hang up. Then he hangs up on her.
Hangs up on her. Rings her, goes, hello. Hangs up.
He rings a blind woman and says, hello, is it me you're looking for? And then hangs up.
That's a bit of a jab, isn't it?
That's a bit of a jab.
That's a bit of a jab.
That's like Michael Jackson ringing up Russell Crowe.
It is a bit.
It's in that same kind of...
Tricky. Do you reckon Lionel Richie has got pranked loads in his life? Just people do that to him? Because he deserves it.
I imagine he's tremendously fed up with it.
You wouldn't be.
You would be.
You would be.
If you wrote a song saying hello.
If you saw Lionel Richie on the street, would you shout it out?
You have to. You have to.
Never not funny. Never not funny. Like you used to shout at Ray Darcy in the street. What did you used to shout at him?
Something about you're not my boss, Ray Darcy.
It doesn't make any sense, Joe.
You're not the boss of me, Ray Darcy.
Yeah, because he's always strutting this
He's
stuff.
not the boss of me.
Anyway, Ray Darcy wasn't in the video.
No. It's no. And yeah, and then the next time we see Lionel, he's in class. You know, it looks like class is wound up, and then a student comes in and tells him he needs to go to the art room because there's something you should see. And he goes in, and it's your one, it's the love interested. And she goes, it's like, oh, I'm glad you're here. It's like, this is what I want to show you. I was like, this is how I see you. And you turn it around, and it's a massive bust of what she imagines Lionel Richie to look like.
Sculpture.
Massive clay sculpture.
And it's horrific.
It's horrific.
The worst thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. And Lionel Richie, when they were making this video, were like, that doesn't even look like me. But then the director was like, yeah, but she's meant to be blind, so in fairness, that's kind of the point. That does make sense.
No, but I reckon they had the video made and then they did a bus bit. Lionel Richie was like, that's bollocks. And then they were like, that is bollocks. And they're like, how could we fix this short of getting a new bus? And then they're like, oh fuck it, she's blind.
It could be that.
Free reshoots.
It could be that, or they could have dropped it on the way in.
Oh,
or it could have been a one day and it just melted down.
It looks terrible. But his nose, his chin is the thing that really strikes me in it. It's absolutely enormous. But Joe, like for a blind girl, like she didn't, like it's pretty impressive sculpture, like that she can sculpt at all. Lionel Richie's face.
The only logical explanation is that she's been mauling Lionel's face.
Yeah, there's nothing else. Like there's no way he's just been talking and she's been like, yeah, I get this guy's face.
His eyebrows
she's
are
been
there.
rubbing his face.
He has a perm. Yeah. I
She's
can tell by the tone.
definitely been touching him.
Been mauling his face.
And Lionel Richie's been loving it.
Yeah.
Just looking at her.
And then it ends with him going, hello, and putting her hands down as they finally embrace.
Does he kiss her?
He doesn't. He just says hello. That's it.
I think she was in high school in that video, Joe.
The thing I want to say about it is Lionel Richie's fashion sense.
Yeah.
Now, if you look, go on Google there and have a look up at Lionel. Just look up Lionel Richie.
I'm on the Google.
We'll say 80s Lionel Richie.
Oh, okay, he didn't specify. He's had a consistent look for many years. That mustache and fro look.
Yeah.
We've got Google images up here.
Well, in this video,
he loves the sweater. He always dresses like someone. Like he dresses like a teacher.
he dresses like someone. Now, this is what a point I want to make. He dresses like hipsters dress now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's always wearing
vests.
He's always wearing vests.
And
he's wearing a shirt, a yellow and purple sleeveless shirt in this video.
It's a good look, Joe.
And he's wearing big baggy pants, and he's wearing a sports coat with the sleeves pulled up.
Wound up
Wound up the fuck.
Yeah.
So
Not a good fashion sense.
A man ahead of his time.
Yeah, I reckon.
For someone that's like, the main man of his day, someone should have, threw him a pair of slacks or something.
Oh,
I was like, here.
There's no fashion designers then. I'd say just whatever he was wearing on the day. Video. They were like, Lionel, by the way, we're making a video today. And they're
like, even in this, he's like double denim.
Like he loves double denim. He's a good looking guy. There's a guy in the library all this week, Joe, wearing a wife beater and bandana. How's that for fashion sense, Joe?
Hey, it is what it is. He's rocking it.
He's fucking shiting it. I'm not impressed by it anyway. But, yeah, he's a proper creep. Like, when he's in the dance class, Joe?
Yeah.
Why doesn't the dance teacher be like, oh, Mr. Richie, do you not have class at the moment? Give him money. Give him money. I'm watching.
I'm a minder.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not impressed. That's Lionel Richie for you, Joe.
That is Lionel Richie. It was directed by the same lad that did the Just Beat It. That music video.
Michael Jackson?
No.
Who sings Just Beat It?
Michael Jackson sings it, yeah. But it was by the same... God. It was by the same director.
That's just called Beat It, isn't it?
Yeah, Beat It.
It's not called Just Beat It.
Oh, it's Just Beat It.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I'm saying all the time.
Oh, I feel foolish now.
And he also directed the Coca-Cola advert where Michael Jackson went on fire.
That's a good video as well.
That is.
I mean, like, the video is well put together. Like, I enjoy the video, but it's absolutely absurd. And like
if you change the tone of the music, it could be a horror movie.
Absolutely. Like
and as I showed you earlier, there's a video of the music video without the music, and it's quite awkward and disturbing.
Him just going, hello.
Just point blank.
Prank calling people.
Just in the middle of class, there's dead silence. He goes, hello.
Well, Joe, we could make a few films out of this, because that could easily be a film. A bit of a twisted drama sort of thing, Joe.
Could be.
A film. And last week we said we were going to have, well, you said you were like, untastefully in my opinion, you're going to have Michael Jackson come back from the dead in the form of his gold sculpture to haunt people. So this could be a bit of a series we have going here.
So that's my video for the week. Hello by Lionel Richie.
That was a pretty great video.
What's your video?
Well, Joe, thanks for asking. You'd be fairly versed in the 80s videos. I wouldn't be as versed as you, Wouldn't know as much about it. So, I'm pretty busy lately. You fall asleep there, Joe. And, doing a lot of study and that sort of thing. But in any spare time I've had, I've just been trawling the internet while crawling and looking for 80s videos. And I came across one and I absolutely love it. It's by Spandau Ballet. Spandau Ballet, as you may know...
Mark, who are Spandau Ballet?
Well, Joe, I'm glad you asked. Spandau Ballet are the English band formed in London in the late 1970s. The band was inspired by an integral part of the new romantic movement. They've got a lot of famous songs such as True. Well, kind of the one famous song, True. They've got another song called Gold and Chant Number 1 and Only When You Leave. They're the three other songs that kind of come up. I don't know the three other songs. I know True.
Gold. Gold.
Is it?
Gold. You know Gold.
What's it go like?
Gold.
I thought they were saying go in that.
Nope, Gold.
Go! That's a great song. They've been pretty. But this song I'm doing this week is called I'll Fly For You. Is that what it's called? Just double check that. Yeah, it's called I'll Fly For You.
Seems like you know your facts, Mark.
Yeah, Joe, I'm pretty much a factosaurus over here, Joe. You keep throwing stuff at me and I'll gobble them up and spit out facts. Don't have to necessarily be true,
Gobbly
Joe.
Mark.
Don't call me Gobbly Mark, Joe.
Mark Gobbles Derby.
No, absolutely
Airtight Derby, they call him.
So Spandau Ballet, Joe. Back to Spandau Ballet. Off me onto Spandau Ballet. They have got 5 members. Gary and Martin Kemp, the 2 guitars. Brother duo on guitars. I like that. Gives a good, evenness to the stage when you're looking at it. It's like looking at a mirror.
It is.
And then they've got the vocals, Tony Hadley, the sexy man of the group. And then on saxophone, they've got Steve Norman. And drums, John Keeble.
Keebles.
Keebles.
What other bands have brothers in it?
The National have 2 sets of brothers in it. They've got Matt Berninger is the front man, and they've got a set of twins, and then 2 other sets of brothers, and then a set of 2.
What other band has brothers now?
This isn't a quiz. This isn't fair. Coldplay.
I don't know that.
No, I made that one up. The Foo Fighters. And,
No, they don't.
He's close enough, Joe. The other one, Kings of Leon. They've got loads of brothers. They've got loads.
Oasis, famous brothers.
Oasis.
The most famous brothers going.
Who else?
AC/DC, Angus and Malcolm.
That's not their real names.
That
so
is.
It's not their real names. But Spandau Ballet, pretty funky.
The Jackson 5. They were all brothers.
They were all brothers, yeah.
What do you mean?
They were the same person, Joe, you idiot. Just different age group. But Spandau Ballet, anyway, I mean, they were around for quite some years, and then they went on a break, Joe. They split up. They went on a 20-year hiatus. 20 years. They hated each other, right? They, Gary Kemp was trying to sue all the rest of the band members. The rest of the band members were trying to sue Gary Kemp for money. They said they had a verbal agreement in the 80s. Now, this is in the 90s they went. So over 10 years ago, they had a verbal agreement where Gary Kemp agreed to have 1/12 of the current royalties that he was currently earning. And they were just like, the argument was like, remember, we were in the bar, we were shit-faced, we were absolutely shit-faced, you were falling around the place going, I'm not enough on the money. The judge was like, no, throwing it out. So they hated each other. And Gary Kemp in 2007 came out and said, look, I know a lot of bands split up and say they'll never get back together. And I know, look, never say never, but I'm saying never. He said, this is a quote, if hell freezes over, Spandau Ballet will never get back together. And then in 2009, Spandau Ballet got back together. It may have something to do with
Money.
Yeah, Gary Kemp came into financial difficulty, and then he's like, you know what? Don't mind, because hell freezing over isn't going to get you money, but I mean, they needed a bit of cash. So Spandau Ballet got back together, and they went on tour together. We'll get on to the video, will we?
Yes.
Get on to the video. So I'll fly for you. I'll try to explain the story, will I? It's always worthwhile. So the story opens up anyway, and you've got these close-ups of these huge puppets. Would you call them puppets? They're like paper mache figurines. They're massive and they're horrible and terrifying looking. Like they scare the life out of you. And you kind of it appears to be in the deep south. You get a few shots of a really horrible looking swamp.
Murky.
Oh, murky. And you know the way
clammy. A real clammy.
Oh, like there'd be mosquitoes everywhere, like just completely stagnant water, completely flat. And you know when it's got like green algae over it, and then it looks like land because it's got just complete ground. It's not, and like full of gators. And then we get
alligators.
Mr. Fantastic, Chris Hadley, paddling along in a canoe,
looking great,
looking 10 out of 10, all in black. Johnny Cash, the man in black. I'd say he was roasting during that, like wearing all black. Could you imagine the sweat patches?
Fierce murky,
clammy. Murky. Oh, he's disgusted, like absolutely rotten. But he's anyway going away through this, and you've got a few clips, and he's kind of singing to himself and going through it, and then a few clips of him with some girl at a carnival, and he's singing away, and the next thing she's in some sort of Tarzan outfit, and they're what looks about to have performed sex acts with each other.
Sex acts
on a log in the swamp. The worst place you want to do anything. I mean, I wouldn't want to be there fully clothed.
Nah, you wouldn't want to have your bits out in the swamp.
No. Imagine the mosquito bites, Joe. Imagine them, Joe. I mean, crocodile bites at the least. Disgusting. The germs you must get. Anyway, so scene changes again. There's a lot of chopping and changing here, but the scene changes again, and we're in a court scene, right?
Yeah.
A court scene in the deep south, right? And the camera focuses on a lot of African Americans, right? And like, it was a theme throughout this video. No, I can say it, Joe. I can say it. And like, I don't know what point they were trying to make. But anyway, the court case goes up, and the girl who was having sex acts in the swamp is up on the court. She's in trial there, and they're questioning her.
Being accused of being a dirty bowser.
Possibly being accused of.
What were you thinking?
You almost killed yourself. Putting lives in danger trying to rescue you from having sex in a log. You dirty bowsy. So she's at that, and then it's back to Chris Hadley crying and singing in the swamp, and she starts crying and singing in the field, and then now scene change again, to the band members. The band members are cruising around in. Remember Zoolander? You know Zoolander with that Jeep that the lads are cruising around in, Joe?
Yeah.
And they have the petrol scene.
Yeah.
It's one of those Jeeps. One of those really retro, hey guys, we're having a party Jeeps. Electric red. Electric red. And they're just cruising around. Nothing said. Scene change again. Next thing, Chris Hadley's in the middle of the ocean, Joe. Sailing around. Look, to cut a long story short, the lads keep driving around in the car. They all burst into the court scene. You're once found guilty, taken away by the guards, and then the lads like fucking crash into the police truck with their car, grab her, and run away. And then they meet up in a promenade, and they're like, brilliant. The lads have saved her. You know, Chris Hadley's got to be with his woman. All's well that ends well, as they say, Joe. I mean, that's where you end the video, isn't it?
I suppose, though, right into the sunset.
Right into the sunset. And then they jump in the car, the man and his woman, driving off, and like,
Man driving.
aces. You know, that's it now. Off to live a happy life.
Yeah.
But Joe, I've got to tell you something.
Tell me now.
That's not where it ends. That's not where it ends.
What do you mean?
I wish that was where it ends. So they're driving along, right?
Yeah.
And the next thing, there's this huge bloody 16 freight truck, right, driving up the road towards them, and you're like, what's going on here? Are they in the truck? Because it's kind of close to them, and like, oh no, they drive the truck, and it's like, oh no, they're not driving the truck. And then there's room for him to overtake them, or to drive around them, because the truck's coming towards them. But he veers into the lane the truck's coming in, and she starts screaming, and it just zooms in on his face at the end, laughing or smiling manically. And I mean, I presume it's some sort of murder-suicide.
What do you make of that?
I haven't a clue, Joe. I haven't a clue. That, and then all like the racial tension throughout the video, like that. It's one of the most messed up videos I've ever seen. I'll tell you that much, Joe. And I mean, the chorus is, "I'll fly for you. I haven't got a clue," and I fully agree with him. I fully agree with him, Joe. I haven't a clue. I don't even know what "I'll fly for you" means.
I haven't got a clue either.
Would you fly for me?
I haven't got a clue.
Would you? See, there you go. There you go, Joe.
There you go.
An obscure video to say the least.
Fly to South Africa.
We're not talking about South Africa, Joe.
Fair enough.
Don't. I told you we're not talking about South Africa, so we'll leave it at that. Moving on from that. A big scene in the film where you really kind of got a sense for the racial tension.
Which film is this now?
Sorry, the video. The video.
Sorry.
Smart ass Joey Red.
Your other podcast.
Quick with the quips, aren't you? Huh? No plugs here. I'm not going to plug. I ain't that guy. You with your Joey Redmond merchandise. I'm sure you get that plug in. The cotton picking scene. There's a scene where the lads stop on the track in their Jeep, and they look down, a load of lads picking cotton, and look, I don't know what the point of it is, but the director makes a big point of putting the camera on them, and I don't know why.
And who?
On the lads picking cotton, Joe. Don't you try to make this into something it's not, Joe. I'm just saying, if the listeners watch the video, they'll see I'm completely justified in raising a few eyebrows. I mean, look, this came out in 84. Was the Deep South that backwards then? Pretty backwards now.
Apartheid South Africa.
Shut up, Joe. Stop bringing up South Africa, Joe. We're not talking about that.
Go on.
Okay. I mean, it's a murder-suicide case. Why break her out in the first place? What did she do to him that he said, no, look, prison isn't enough for her. I'm taking her down with me.
Riding in the swamp. That's what you get for riding in the swamp.
It was his idea, though.
Was it him in the video? Why wasn't he on trial?
I don't know he wasn't on trial, though. I don't know what anything in this video.
Why was Spandau Ballet at a courtroom? Why wasn't everyone like, holy shit, it's Spandau Ballet? Like, why are you doing this murky, clammy riding
that's in the literal sense. That's like me saying to you, Joe, oh, well, how come over to the school?
You too! What's going on?
How come over to the classroom wasn't like, Lionel, Richie, what are you doing teaching me maths? Or whatever he was teaching. Perversion. That's what he was teaching.
Stop.
Sexual education. Richie. Now, I've got the video here clicked on. If you go to exactly 2 minutes in the video, you've got the best scene in the whole film.
What film is this now?
In the video, stop calling me out in this, Joe. It's not funny.
Sorry.
I'm trying to have a nice time here, right?
Internet killed the film star.
The best scene in the video at 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And I presume they wanted to capture some passion.
Yeah.
Can you describe what's on the screen here, Joe?
Dirty water.
Dirty water.
Dirt.
And go on.
Just two people having a good time.
2 naked people. I presume Chris and your one. Completely in the nip. Rolling around in muddy water. And like what looks to be muck around them. It looks incredible. Like they're covered in mucky sand. It doesn't look comfortable.
Does not.
Does not like. I don't like it.
Is this in the swamp? Have we?
Well, they don't know. This is completely out of the blue. This is completely left the field. Like the swamp isn't muddy.
It looks like, I remember like when you're at Oxygen or it looks like you're at a festival. That's what I see there. Like just people at a festival.
Off their face on acid. They're tripping balls.
People will go yeah and push people. Like some cunt rugby tackle.
Like fucking you, Joe.
Someone rugby tackles someone into the muck.
That'd be something to sort of prick after you'd be at, Joe. You dropped your beer. Smash on the ground. You're a type of fun, Joe. But it does look like they're taking way too much drugs. Round around the
enough.
Not enough, Joe. Not enough for people watching this, I don't think, Joe. Look, they're a pretty interesting band in general. The Kemp brothers. They had a bit of film success on the hiatus. Will I tell you what film they were in?
The Rush Hour 2.
No, they were in Jackie Chan.
Big Mama's House.
No, neither of them, Joe. Close. Very close. They're in the 1990s.
Whoa, I'm not done guessing.
Oh no, yeah, Joe. If these are the
we're on a long time, yeah. We'll all keep guessing.
the rest of the podcast is a guessing show. Next week,
tweet in your answers to NetKillVid.
At NetKillVid. Is that the hashtag?
At NetKillVid.
Alright, Joe, listen.
Our hashtag is Mango Banjo. So if anyone's listening at this point, fair play to you. Why? And just tweet hashtag Mango Banjo.
Why?
And
why? What does that mean, Joe?
We're gonna
Let's get it trending.
We'll give him a shout out. We'll give him a shout out on the show. See who's actually listening to the show.
Well, like we've got over 100 listeners, Joe.
We're up to this part. So just saying, Mango Banjo.
Okay, Mango Banjo's the hashtag. Mango Banjo, Mango Banjo. That sounds like a good song.
It does.
Look, Joe, the Kemp
What
brothers.
movie?
The Kemp brothers. Yeah, the movie. The movie was the 1990 film, The Cray Twins. Yeah, the Cray Twins.
Oh, the one with Tom Hardy.
Yeah, but they were in the original one. They were in the original one. Yeah. The Kemp twins were in the original Cray twin. No, the Kemp brothers were in the original Cray twins film. You know about the Cray twins, though?
So it's based. So the one with Tom Hardy is based on that one, is it?
The one on Tom Hardy is based on Spandau Ballet.
All right.
Yeah, you're getting completely
Gold.
Yeah.
Sold on gold.
Martin Kemp plays the same character that Tom Hardy played.
He played two characters.
That was the joke. They lighted that one up,
played
Joe.
me like
I set that up, Joe, and I spiked it down. That was absolutely
Derby
gold.
1. Joey 72.
For the series. Reggie Kemp, or Reggie Cray, right? He was the real smart one of the Cray twins, right?
The Joey of the bunch.
What's that supposed to be? No, because he was the straight one.
You know, you're...
No, because Reggie was the straight one. You told it that. I'm not Ronnie. If anyone's Ronnie, it's you, Joe.
Mark Ronnie Darby.
Yeah, with your beard.
Airtight Ronnie Darby.
That's not what they call me. Anyway, Reggie Cray, right? The straight one, allegedly, right?
Yeah.
Got pretty obsessed with Gary Kemp after the film came out and started writing loads of letters. Mm-hmm. And Gary Kemp came on record and said, look, this is getting pretty bothersome. Stop writing me letters. And he wasn't allowed to write him letters anymore. But what was he doing writing him letters? He portrayed in the film, he was like, I love you. You're class. I'm that bit that you were me. Can I be you? In the Spandau Ballet movie.
It makes sense.
That does make sense. It makes sense. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, Gary Kemp gained 20 pounds for the film.
That's all they paid him.
Nah.
Zing.
Zing. Oh,
God.
someone should be keeping score for this one. Oh. No, he gained 20. Yeah, no, you have to say pounds. Is that what we're going to say? Of muscle. LBs. He gave the LBSs. Is that it? Yeah, LBSs. Gary came in. I mean, the Cray twins are pretty interesting characters. You know, when Reggie Kemp died, Barbara Windsor and Morrissey sent them flowers and came out and said they were devastated they were dead. I don't know.
I think they're linked in with all that kind of stuff.
Jeff, you can't melt steel beams. It all falls into place now.
It's like Amy Huberman and that the gangland shootings in Dublin.
She's been very quiet.
That's
If
it.
there's no episode 3 of Net Kill Vid, you know why.
That's it.
Fucking
Snitches.
Amy Huberman has it all sussed out. The Cray twins were the last prisoners to be held in the Tower of London.
Fuck, really?
Yeah. Pretty
Oh my
interesting
God,
fact.
that is interesting.
Yeah.
It's about time. It took us up to this point in time to find it out.
That's what the whole
Tower
podcast
London.
is
I thought
about.
like Tower London would be like, you know, fucking like back in medieval times, like.
Yeah. Well, it was the prison, but I mean, I don't know when the Cray twins were held there.
Well,
I
not
presume-
medieval times, Mark.
But, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Amy Huberman, the Great Wall of China. It all falls into place yet again.
Any other facts?
Any other fun facts? I mean, the banner from Islington. We've got some pretty interesting facts about Islington. Look, Joey really called me out last week when he said, "Oh, you didn't do enough research." Just because he did all those stupid Z-listers. All those stupid Z-listers from Deccan Liberian girls. I was like, right, I'll show you, Joe Redmond. I'll research the crap out of this. So the banner from Islington, a greater borough of London.
Mark spent the last hour that we could have been recording researching this video. He's been bothering me for the last 2 weeks being like, Joe, when are we going to do another one? When are we going to do another one?
Joe,
when are we going to do another one?
We're not leaving this in.
And I was like, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow, blah, 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 like I'm busy. And then when I show up today, he hasn't fucking nothing.
I've been busy.
Scratching his arse.
I've been scratching my ear. I'd be like you. What are you up to lately, Joe? Nothing.
Researching.
You've been researching videos.
Yeah.
I haven't had time. I did my research. Been pretty impressive facts.
Driving around with funny hats on. Cycling.
You leave these funny hats out of it, Joe. You're not as bad as your stupid hats. Anyway, Joe, Islington's where the band's from. And I looked up Islington. I was like, look, is there any interesting facts about Islington, Joe? Is there any interesting facts about Islington? Does
Top 3 facts, go.
the Pope shit in the woods and does the bear wear a funny hat? Absolutely. Okay, number 3. Granita, the restaurant at Upper Street, Islington, which closed in 2003, was the setting for the 1994 Blair Brown deal.
Fact number 2.
That's some job. Okay, Islington was the very first London borough to receive fresh water via a 40-mile canal from Hertfordshire to the New Riverhead Reservoir in Amwell Street in Clerkenwell. These are all made-up place names. English place names are stupid.
And fact number 3.
Oh, fact number 1. Fact number 1. Are we going back to fact number 3? Do you want me to say fact number 3 again?
I said fact number 2.
Well, no, you start from the worst and move your way up.
Okay, do the best one.
Okay, the very best fact that I've heard in a long time. You ready for it, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's it gone? Okay. Islington, the Angel Tube Station in Islington, Joe, has the 3rd longest escalator in Europe at 60 metres. With a vertical rise of 27.5 metres, which is after Västerskogen in the Stockholm Metro at 67 metres, and Kamppi Station in the Helsinki Metro at 64 metres. So, I mean, if you're planning holidays, if you haven't booked holiday this summer, it's the June bank holiday weekend. Probably a bit late to go to Islington for the bank holiday weekend, but
Bollocks. Never too late.
never too late to go to Islington. I mean, for those facts alone.
For those facts alone, Mark Darby killed the video. Mark Darby killed the podcast star.
Oh, is that series 3, is it? Where you review our podcast.
What is this? Pick on column day.
Pick on column day. Friend of the podcast, column.
Never mind.
We're not talking about him. Never again.
Never shine light.
I think I won this week, Joe.
You think you won, but you're wrong.
Oh, well, you can't be the referee and scorekeeper in the same go.
I'm checking the rule book. And I can.
Oh, rats. I shouldn't have let you write the rule book.
That's where I went wrong.
That's where I went wrong.
Right, well, leave it at that.
What did we learn, Joe?
Tower of London, that's what I learned.
Tower of London, listen. Stay away from the Cray twins.
Don't
And
close
stay
your
away
eyes.
from Lionel Richie. Who would you want to be taught by more in a classroom? Lionel Richie
Lionel Richie.
or the Cray twins?
Lionel Richie.
And Lionel Richie's going to perv me the whole time.
Hey.
Joe, that was absolutely high school. Because when you think about it, 3 classes you had. You had art class, acting class, and dance class.
You do an art degree.
You don't do all 3 of them, though.
It's dancing and art.
You don't do all 3 of them.
You do in America.
Yeah, you're probably doing America, right? Yeah, no, I think he's a pervert.
Fair enough. Speaking of perverts, Lionel Richie is playing in County Kildare.
No, he's not.
He is on the 23rd of July.
No one plays in Kildare. What's in Kildare? What's he going to play in?
Nice.
A barn.
Punchestown.
Punchestown?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's different.
Yeah, no, that's a nice.
Is he going to do it while riding a horse?
Doesn't say.
Did you tweet Lionel Richie? Because I tweeted. This is an important factor about the podcast. It's all on social media. At Net Killvid.
That Killvid.
Hashtag Mango Banjo.
Mango Banjo.
Mango Banjo. That's our hashtag. And I tweeted all of the members of Spandau Ballet. Asked me, have they tweeted me back?
Have they?
No.
Okay.
But they might though. They probably haven't. They probably don't have any credit to check their Twitter.
They probably don't.
They probably don't. Bank holiday. What are they up to now? June bank holiday weekend. If they tweet me back, I'll ask. But I reckon one of them's going to tweet me back. I tweeted all of them going, Fear, what was
5 of
going?
them. I like your odds.
5 of them. That's pretty good odds. I try to. Yeah. I mean, hopefully they tweet me back and we'll find out what happened. Because I don't have any answer for you.
Next week's show.
Next week's
We'll
show.
find out.
The murder suicide saga continues.
Did he live? Right, we'll leave it at that then. So,
Until next week.
until next week,
I've been Mark Darby.
I've been Joey Redmond. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
This has been
A Fizzy Drinks Boys production.